Hello, everybody. All right, in this video, I'm going to go over more examples of solving radical equations. All right, so this is what I did. I try to compartmentalize and break them up into groups or different scenarios where they're kind of in common. So I have radical on one side with a coefficient, and you know coefficient is the number in front of the radical. I have radical on both sides with a coefficient, and then I have a radical on one side when you have a value that's added or subtracted. So these are my three scenarios I'm going to go over. All right, the first scenario, when you have a radical on one side with a coefficient, go ahead and get rid of that coefficient by dividing both sides by whatever number that is. So looking at that first example, I'm going to divide both sides by 5. And then I'll bring down my square root of x plus 7. And we all know 45 divided by 5 is 9. Now, to get rid of the square root, I can square both sides. And that will get rid of my square root. I'll bring down my x plus 7. We know 9 squared is 81. And then to solve for x, I'm going to subtract 7 on both sides. And 81 minus 7 gives me 74. Let's look at another example. As you can see, I have a radical on one side with a coefficient. So to get rid of that coefficient, I'm going to divide both sides by 4. Bring down my cube root of x minus 1. We know 24 divided by 4 is 6. Now to get rid of the cube root, I need to raise it to the power of 3. That cancels out my cube root. I bring down my x minus 1. We know 6 to the power of 3 equals 216. Then I'll add 1 to both sides. And that will give me 217. Oops. And that's it. All right. You know how I do. I like my videos to be a little short. So click on the next video to see my second scenario.